Okay, oh boy, who's ready to have some fun? I know I'm ready to have some fun. The BDO dev commentary has come out, and I have not watched it until now. I know I'm late for the party, but I have listened to other people's opinions, and I'm going into this with incredibly low expectations. So this is going to be my first time seeing this, my first time reacting to this, and oh boy, let's check this out. I am going to try to look at this with an open mind, but I've been incredibly disappointed with a lot of the shit that they've been coming out with as of recent. So I'll go into this with an open mind, but I'm prepared to Alt F4.
Design Executive Leader at Black Desert Studio, Jesok Jang. Finally, the hot summer has passed, and autumn is here. This summer was especially long and hot, which was tiring at times. Now that it's autumn, the fresh breeze blew in a change of mood. I wish all adventurers are having a wonderful day as each day passes.
It was just so hot, so we just stopped working. But now it's cooled down, we got fresh spirits and fresh minds, and oh yeah, we're ready now. We're ready to listen. Okay, yeah, just took an air conditioner. Let's go.
In today's commentary, we have the long-awaited Dosa Awakening prepared for you. Since
wow, nobody cares. Go on.
his brief reveal in the Global Lab, many have been anticipating his arrival. We've worked hard on development, and finally are able to present him to our adventurers. We've prepared the Dosa's background and combat clips. We hope you look forward to it.
Okay.
And it'd be a shame to only reveal Dosa's Awakening, so we've prepared other news as well. Many have been curious about the background story of Sovereign Weapons, and
Nobody has been curious about the background of Sovereign Weapons. Let me be clear. Nobody has come into my stream going, you know, I really wonder like what the whole lore with Sovereign Weapons is. Wow. I'm so glad they're clearly listening, guys. Wow. I know all of us. I've been dying to know. I've just been dying to know. Tell me about, please let us unravel this. Fall season, forget that. It's wintertime because we're nearing Christmas.
along with that, we'll cover various topics and introduce new items. We have a lot to share with you, so we'll get it started right away. The first news is about Node Wars. Since the
Oh, I heard this from other people. I want to hear it from you. You know, I agree. Why don't we just unpack the lore of Cronstones and what it means for all these costumes to go on sale? Why don't we unpack the lore of progression and what it means to sit there buying vendor crons as they continue to get raised in prices as we wait for costume orders to fill off the Pearl shop? Sorry, was that too much? Sorry.
new Node War was applied, many adventurers have sent us feedback. Among them, quite a
Nobody sent you feedback wanting to know the lore of Sovereign Weapons. Nobody sent you feedback about wanting to move 2 forts. But please unpack the feedback that we're about to hear now. Oh, I can't wait.
A few especially seem to miss the previous version of Node Wars.
Oh my God, they're listening. Wait a second. Yes. Okay.
The current Node Wars allow anyone to participate easily, with simple rules, and even if everyone isn't the strongest, any individual can have a chance to conquer a node.
Okay.
Plus, wars tend to move quicker and discourages snipe guilds. On the other hand, as it's depending heavily on who last hits, the gameplay of Node Wars has shifted from feeling strategy and skill-based to be more luck-based. Therefore, the fun factor available in the previous version
Do you play your own game? It's more luck-based? Do you play your own game, dude? Never mind. Go on.
of Node Wars for certain adventurers, where they could make a play for the win, seems to be missed. To address this, internally we've tested adding strategic elements to the current version of Node Wars.
I'm with you.
However, this brought back the issue of being complicated and difficult again. Therefore,
I know. Imagine having to dissect things and do your job, but go on.
instead of changing the current Node War rules, we're trying out a new approach.
Oh God. So you mean to tell me that you wanted to go back to old Node War, but now you're telling us that there's you want to do things a different way? Oh God. I'm optimistic. Here we go. They know best. Let's go. Come on, lay it on me.
Now, the victorious guild in the Unlimited Stats Conquest War can select the Node War rules for their territory themselves.
I'm sorry, what? Wait, what? Do I understand this correct? No, just go on.
For example, if Medea is currently a Conquest War territory with no stat limits, the guild that conquers Medea can directly select the next week's Node War rules.
What are the rules? Okay.
They can choose the rule of building forts like before, where shifting between offense and defense for a more strategic approach towards victory is required, or they can opt for the rule where a neutral fort is present that can be taken and defended or stolen. I did say weak, but once the rules are confirmed by the Lord's Guild, these rules will be applied in the Node Wars from Sunday to Friday, then reset on Saturday. However, for Node Wars,
Doesn't that give the winning guild an advantage? Like if you win and you are able to set the rules in your favor, wouldn't this just give you an advantage over people?
in Balanos and Serendia, since many participants there are still adapting or learning the ropes, they will not be affected by this change and only have the revamped rules available. We do not think of this as the perfect solution. However, the experience and teamwork adventurers have built over the years in Node Wars are truly valuable.
So if you don't think this is a perfect change, then why are you rolling it out? If you're willing to say those types of words that we don't believe that this is necessarily a good or perfect change based on what we're doing, why would you even release a half-baked idea? As a company in the past that has boasted about billions of dollars that you have made, why would you roll out a half-baked idea? What a absolutely stupid comment to make. I'm not going to be malicious here. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. But if you are willing as a company all the way up there, AAA, all the way up there, to make such a half-assed comment about a half-baked idea, why would you even let it roll out? We're just lab rats, guys. That's all we are. Here's the cheese. Go get it. What a joke.
So, rather than forcing it, we decided this approach was better.
Yeah, we decided that this half-baked idea was just a better fucking idea. So you guys run around, test it, because we won't. I can't. Those words infuriate me. I'm not lying. That infuriates me hearing that type of dialogue.
For this change has already been underway, as this does in fact mean there will be 2 Node Wars happening simultaneously. To minimize issues, optimization is required.
Yeah, how about optimize your servers? Because when 5 guilds go to a siege and the servers can't even work, why don't we start talking about that? Those better be the next things coming out of your mouth.
However, that work takes quite a lot of time.
There it is. That just takes a lot of time. You know what? We're gonna wait till summer comes, then we stop working on it, and then the new fall comes, and then we're gonna feel better. So then we'll start doing things.
It might take about 2 more months from now.
Might take? Yeah, whatever. That's just a crock of copium you're serving me right now.
As it is a massive overhaul of Node Wars, we hope our adventurers will show us their understanding.
No. See, this is why I had people coming in my chat angry about this shit. Some people were like, at least they're somewhat listening, but you're giving us stuff that, like, honestly nobody's asked for. And you're telling us that we did. Hey, why isn't ends in the chat? We got 200 people actively watching right now. Okay, I don't expect 200 people to comment, but the chat's right above me right now. Y for yes, N for no. So far, do you feel listened to? Surely there's one person that'll say yes. This half-baked bullshit.
We'll focus on preparing it thoroughly to deliver a smoother gameplay experience after the patch.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
This doesn't mean that we won't be working on other parts during this time. Other major and minor patches based on your feedback will be applied as soon as we're done developing them.
Yeah, we've heard that before too, and we've heard that we're listened to, and you started implementing changes nobody asked for.
We plan on patching Node War rotations, fort location adjustments, etc. to keep on improving Node Wars.
I hope you do actually improve Node Wars. I hope you actually do listen to people, but your track record right now is not that great, honestly. I would say such harsher things right now, but you know what? I'll let this little man over here do that for me.
Next, let's talk about equipment items.
Oh boy, let's talk about equipment. You know, let's not talk about content. Let's not talk about things that we can do in the game. Let's not talk about the shit that we're able to progress for. Let's talk about more numbers in the game. Hell yeah, I can't wait.
Before we get started, I'd like to talk about what many are curious to hear, the development and intent behind the sovereign weapons.
No one asked for this. The fact that I'm telling you, man, the fact that you guys actually say shit like this, I would genuinely prefer if you just do this. Just do me a favor and just do this. Boom. Bang. That'd be great. Next chapter. We just saved ourselves 20 minutes of mindless, mind-numbing nonsense.
While developing the sovereign weapon, we had one major focus in mind: the Slumbering Origin defense gear and Deboreka accessories. Naturally, as Black Desert's best grade items, they were
I'm fast forwarding this. I can't listen to this shit. I'm literally playing this at 2 times the speed, and then I'll stop when I hear something interesting.
key deciding factors in setting the difficulty on this weapon's crafting. Looking back, we've been very cautious about adding new equipment.
Okay, maybe I should play this at a normal speed. We'll do 1.5.
There was a need to protect the value of existing items and to minimize the burden that comes with new items, and we still strive to hold this direction to some extent even now. However, over time, the value and perception of these items changed. The 2 items mentioned, especially the Deboreka accessories, felt quite different from other accessories.
Yes, because you made it the only thing to go for. You made it the best thing to go for, making gear identity and class identity fall off even further. But let me hear your nonsense excuse.
Many adventurers currently probably associate Deboreka accessories with the feelings of annoyance, difficulty, and frustration.
Wow. Yes. Yes, we do.
In the past, items like the Ogre Ring of Crescent Guardian, and Tungrat set were hard to enhance up to pen, but they were not as difficult as the Deboreka accessories. It requires a lot of time and silver,
And what can we do with those things after? Why don't we talk about why we go for these things so that there's other, leading into the other things that we can do with those things. So are we going to talk about that? Or are we just going to put more gear numbers, get further and further out of the higher caps of brackets, going back to the same hamster wheel we've been... Oh, sorry, it's not a hamster wheel anymore. We're just staying in one spot doing tower grinding. Come on, lay it on me.
The enhancement difficulty is high. Even we, the developers of the game, felt the same way.
If it felt the same way, what any of your developers are actually working on this right now? What developer in your office right now is actually working on something that is insulting to a player's time as an item like that? What a joke.
However, until now, we prioritize direction over emotions, believing that the hard-earned items of our adventurers needed to uphold their high value.
Okay, so let's talk about the content. Let's talk about the things to do. Let's talk about the things that we can look forward to doing with these things. How about that?
This is why we maintained the high difficulty. Yet, if this continued as is, the joy of progression and novelty could eventually whittle out. So we've attempted to address it in different ways over the years.
It already has. Do you not? Are you brain dead, dude? Who wrote the teleprompter that this man is reading? What suit and tie is behind that camera right now holding this man at gunpoint? Are you fucking kidding me? Those words seriously came out of your mouth right now? Do you think that we're just like stupid children on Halloween knocking on the door saying trick or treat, happy with whatever candy you give us?
We're all very familiar with the added artifacts and lightstones that can be used to enhance your setups. In the same vein, we introduced rare crystals and utilized the upgrade system with the addition of cups. Most of all, adventurers showed support for our endeavors. We believed adventurers understood the direction we were headed.
Nobody understood the direction you were headed when you continue to put us back in the exact same grind spots. Nobody. Everyone kept going, what more can we do other than going back to the same grind spot? What events can we look forward to? What content can we look forward to as a community, both PvE and PvP? What are you talking about? And then you come out with Debo accessories, one of the most brain dead things to work on, and you're working on it for the reason of just because. There's nothing else to do other than for the reason of just because. You honestly want to look us directly in that camera lens and tell us that that's a good enough reason?
We reminisce the moments when adventurers cheered for our new pursuits.
No, we reminisce when we cheered for the things that we felt because the progression felt worth it. The brackets that we hit felt powerful. The things that we did had meaning to it. And now you've given us impossible things to work on that are completely meaningless. No one gives a shit about sovereign weapon lore. Everyone gives a shit about what we can do with it. It's literally just a glorified treasure item. Because whether I'm 301 bracket or 330 plus, I'm still going back to the exact same spot that I've been grinding. I don't want to, I'm not even joking. I don't want to finish this video, but I'm going to for you guys.
This encouragement gave us the courage to continue in this direction.
The courage to continue? How about the thirst for more of your players' money? Let's talk about some real stuff right now. All you are interested in is just putting more and more sales for Cronstones to fill up your pockets, giving us no real reason or purpose to do things. I'm 7 minutes in. I don't want to finish this.
Even after all this, Deboreka accessories' influence on the game grew as time went by.
Influence? No, it was forced, is what it was. Influence is just such a out of touch word to use. It was forced for players to do.
When Deboreka accessories felt distant, it was all right. But as more adventures became stronger, it became a present reality for many.
It was a present reality because you made it the best thing to work on and the thing for us to all do, because you did that.
Now, more adventurers are feeling frustrated, while Deboreka isn't the only reason for all of their frustration.
No, it's all the shit we can't do with all the stuff you've made us do. We are working on insanely ridiculous items that has no respect for players' time and efforts and real life, and you are giving us no content to do it with. Instead, you are destroying the things that we enjoyed doing it at one time, all while asking for more money. It's like going into a TV store and they're just trying to sell us microwaves.
But we believe it has significantly impacted them in a negative way.
All right, I feel listened to now. Go on.
So, we concluded that change was necessary. That's why the sovereign weapon needed to be something special. And above all, its
Special. What a... Oh, just go on. I'm pausing it too much. Go on.
first impression was important, a new top-tier weapon. Following previous updates, people expect it to be harder, saying it'll definitely be harder than Slumbering Origin Gear and Deboreka. How difficult will it be to get? But we wanted to surprise everyone and overturn those expectations, making them say, what's this? Why is it so easy? That was easier than expected. We hoped adventurers found it easier than they thought. Of course, easy is
Working on 2 pen black stars and then working on more cron stones to get an item all the way up to deck. And you mean to tell me you thought that it was going to be easier for adventurers? Absolutely tone deaf. You don't play your game saying words like those.
relative. For a top-tier item, it was relatively easy. This is what we were aiming for. The reason was clear. Sovereign Weapon is the top-grade item. We believe it sets the standard for the difficulty of future top-grade equipment updates.
And with future top grade equipment, what is the future top content that we could follow alongside with these grades of items and content? You see how those two things are like hand in hand? It's almost like eating peanut butter with no milk. If I want peanut butter, I want jelly. I put those two together and we create a beautiful thing. But instead, you're shoveling glue down my mouth with no way of being able to open it. And now my mouth is just shut and you're trying to feed me cronstones.
We believed this weapon could set that standard. For these reasons, the Sovereign Weapon enhancement is split into 10 levels instead of 5.
Why don't you put content out that is the set standard for things to thrive for? Item and gear that is completely past the point of relevancy while going back to the exact same...
Shocked Pikachu face.
Items and gear that are completely out of touch are not the new set standard when we are going back to the same spots, spending the same amount of ridiculous hours working on this nonsense. Content needs to be the standard. The things to do and things to work on needs to be the standard, not this bullshit. Oh my God, look at my item. It glows. The only person that's gonna see it is that one person that asks to duel for spot.
Smoothing out the initial growth curve. While the number of required cronstones can still be a burden, we've minimized it based on the current Monster Zone's net profit. It was challenging to pin down and advocate these cronstone numbers, but we all agreed that future direction is more important.
I can't with this
Through
shit.
this process, the Sovereign Weapon's current spec was finalized. However, we made a big mistake.
Yeah, you released it with no content. You released it with literally nothing to do. 5-man content, I'll give you that. I'll give credit where it's due. It's fun. But once I'm done it, I'm back to the same hamster wheel. And once people start figuring out how to min-max it, they can bang this out in a short period of time, and they spend the rest of their week with nothing left to do. And if we're gonna shit out spots, Dekia spots that are so lazily developed, why are they not coming out at a faster pace? At the very least, you owe that to your player base.
At the last ball, we said we'd limit enhancement materials so that everyone can grow at a steady pace.
Limit enhancing materials so everyone can grow at a steady pace. Primordial stones. Wow, look at how limited this is. All min listed. Oh my God, I'm starving to get these enhancing stones. Oh my God, so 90,000 min list. Oh, it's just, oh my God, it's so limited. I'll never be able to upgrade my shit because there's just no stones on the marketplace. Look at this. We're like 3 weeks into this content release and it's already min listed. You can already tunnel vision this shit. You literally do not touch your product.
But when the update went live, materials were too easily obtainable.
No,
So,
okay, never mind. You know what? You're right. It was too easily attainable. Yep, here we go. Come on, bring it back. I want to feel super, super stupid with what I just said. Bring it back.
if you had the currency, you could enhance all the way to the end.
Yep.
We sincerely apologize for this to all our adventurers.
Oh my God, they apologized. What are we going to do about it? Oh my God, they said sorry. I've never heard that from them before. Are you going to tell me it's okay now?
Truly, we are very sorry. This was such a big mistake that any explanation could feel like an excuse. But if we're to be honest about this, the specs were easier compared to what we initially planned, so we thought it would be much better if adventurers didn't get too stressed out on gathering materials. In the end, we focused too much on the positive side. Every word we say gives anticipation for the game. And
Focus too much on the positive. The positive would be giving us the things to do. I will keep rinse and repeating what I'm saying. It's giving us purpose and the things to do. You set big milestones in front of us in terms of content so that those milestones in gear progression become worthwhile to achieve and obtain, so we can go do those things and step into areas that other players are not, because we feel proud of the work that we put into this gear to achieve doing the content that others cannot. It is that simple, my guy.
And also gives reason to why adventurers play the game. We took this factor a bit too lightly. If the specs changed, we should have explained our intentions like today, but we didn't. I want to apologize once again.
So say it was for money. Say all this cronstone progression is for the business and for the company. That's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear anything else. Anything else that I hear is going to sound like a lie.
We'll be sure to not let this happen again next time. We'll review more thoroughly and approach more carefully. Now let's
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
move on from sovereign weapons.
I believe a half-assed apology from my 3-year-old who's still learning how to say sorry over this shit.
I'd like to talk about the main topic of today. It's about Deboreka accessories. Many are expressing concerns about the decreasing value of Deboreka accessories and other accessories.
No, we're talking about how there's nothing else to do when you're giving us these ridiculous things, when again, there's just nothing to do with it. But yes, the value deteriorates because more people are working on it and you force everyone to work on it. That's what happens in supply and demand. You literally gave us nothing else to work on in the end game but those. And then you put out spots that put out an even bigger supply and the demand fell off. So what happens in the economic point? It falls in price.
After the release of Sovereign Weapon, this situation was intensified by adventurers shifting from trying to get Deboreka accessories to Sovereign Weapons.
No, it shifted and intensified when you put every single spot that we go to only work on those. That's what happened. You put them out in high quantity and force everyone to also work on it. So it's the only thing to work on. Everything else is pointless. There's no point in working on any other accessory, even some accessory sets for like evasion and DR. Everyone wants to work on Deboreka because you made us do that.
If you look at the data from Korea, 57% of owned sovereign weapons are pen or higher, and nearly 7% are oct or higher. In short, many have already accomplished pen, and quite a few are challenging to get oct. If we look at the current situation, sovereign weapons are helping adventurers break through growth barriers. But over time, things may revert to the original state we were in. So, before it's too late, we aim to ease Deboreka like sovereign weapons. In this context, we've prepared a new accessory. It's called Karazad accessories. Like the sovereign weapons, Karazad is purple grade. Its main feature is that it follows gear enhancement rules, not
Yeah, I heard
accessory.
about this.
When Cronstone enhancement fails, its level doesn't drop. Even when not using Cronstones, it only loses a level, and it's not destroyed. To match its purple grade, it has 10 enhancement levels, not 5.
Wow, it doesn't break when failing, but when you get to try, you have to use crons. You're not going to raw tap tet. Maybe you'll raw tap tet. You're not raw tapping pen. You're not raw tapping 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. You are using cronstones. You're using cronstones. And I don't necessarily see a problem with that if they became more accessible in a way that allowed people to pursue things such as doing daily quests, events, more events in game that also rewarded us with upgrading materials that we can use towards upgrading these things. But even upgrading these things would serve a better purpose and higher purpose if there were things in the game to go do them with that required these stats, and those things to do were genuinely worthwhile doing. But at the moment, it's not.
Now, you might be curious about the crafting method, stats, and difficulty. Crafting method is divided into 2 main types.
I'll tell you what the requirement is. Go grind a bunch of silver, go to the same spots that you've always been doing, forget about PvP, they still killed it, and go save up for cronstones. Boom. There you go. I just saved you another 20 minutes of this absolute dog shit video.
The first makes use of existing items. When you melt yellow grade pen accessories, excluding Deboreka, you can get an item called Essence of Dawn. Collect these materials to craft
Wow, the market's saved. All those accessories that you're not going to buy, it's saved. You got to use all of these to work on all of these things. Great. Market saved, boys.
Facade accessories. Essence of Dawn isn't only obtainable through pen accessories. We've made it drop in certain monster zones as well. The second method involves using Deboreka accessories. I'll come back to this crafting method again shortly. Next, regarding stats, as shown here based on the rings, unenhanced Karazad starts with lower AP, but it increases with higher enhancement levels. At 10, it matches Pen Crescent.
Wow, look at all those stats. Look at all those numbers. Look at all those things. Look at how high those numbers can go. Wow, crazy. And I can grind so fast in the spot that I've already been in. That's great. And you know what? Great. Can't wait for them to come out with even more grind spots so we can keep doing the same thing. So great, dude. I love Circle Simulator Online.
And at Pen, it matches Tet Deboreka. At level 8 or Oct, it has the same AP as Pen Deboreka. And at Nov and Dek, AP increases by 1 each. The overall difficulty, including enhancement rates, is...
That's the stat upgrade you're getting for an item like that. What a joke, dude. At Oct, it's the same as Pen Debo. So for Pen Debo users, you have 2 new upgrade levels to look forward to. I'm so excited. God, I can't, you know, and I want to be clear, man. I am not trying to be a doomer. I really love this game. I seriously love Black Desert Online. I really hate that you're destroying your product like this. I really hate that you're destroying your product like this. This is super upsetting.
Is designed to feel similar to Sovereign weapons. Reaching Pen is a bit easier, and achieving Oct,
it's 1 level. Oh, even better. I bet everyone's just thrilled.
same stats as Pen Deboreka is also set to be slightly easier when compared to Pen Deboreka.
Fortunately for you, they don't give a fuck about what you think. Isn't that great? Sick, dude. I love yelling into the echo chamber.
However, for the final levels, Nov and Dek, the difficulty is higher, leaving them as an area of challenge. Compared to Deboreka accessories, fewer...
I love areas of challenge with literally still nothing to go do other than the same things that we've been doing. That's great, man. Yeah, how are you going to force feed us more cron stones? How are you going to force feed more sales in that cash shop? That's so great, man. Don't you love that your money goes towards content developed?
Cron stones are needed, so please note that Karazad accessories cannot be registered on the central market. Some of you may have started to wonder what happens to Deboreka now. Many of you have worked hard to create Pen Deboreka accessories.
Oh, nothing changes. Oh, nothing changes. You work on Tet Debos and then you probably just swap them into these Kazarads or whatever the fuck they're called. Yeah, that's probably going to be the min-max route. That's just quick thinking off of what I'm now learning.
So, we wanted to ensure that their values are fully recognized. For enhanced Deboreka accessories, they can be converted into enhanced Karazad accessories.
Yeah.
Tet Deboreka accessories can be converted to Pen Karazad of the same stats.
Amazing.
Based on stats, Pen Deboreka accessories should be converted to Oct Karazad accessories. But it falls a little short in terms of value. So, we've decided for them to be converted to Nov Karazad instead.
Are you kidding? So you have one level to work on. God damn, they're so out of touch, dude. What is the point of this shit? Oh my God, it's so painful listening to this shit. Oh my God. What? Oh my God. You should have showed up with a clown nose, man. Throw those clown shoes on. Where's the rainbow wig at, man? This is crazy. Why did this man not dress up like Ronald McDonald?
So in short, adventurers with Pen Deboreka accessories will gain +1 AP for each piece after the patch. Those who are now starting can aim to grow their Karazad accessories, which are easier to enhance than Deboreka accessories. Or
I love all these stats that I can do nothing with. Hell yeah, keep feeding me more. Let's go.
you can continue to try for Pen Deboreka, or aim to convert them to get enhanced Karazad accessories.
Hashtag still watching in the comment section if you've actually made it this far. Hashtag still watching. I need to know how many people made it this far into the video, because I imagine some people turned this video off with me just being a doomer this whole time. Crazy.
Via the mentioned method. Next, let's talk about diversifying gear. Adventurers have shared a lot of feedback, noting that the supply of more Deboreka accessories has led to the same item setups. As a result, unique yellow accessories have decreased in value over time. With that in mind, Karazad accessories were designed so that you can set them in a variety of ways. However, diversifying these combinations may require owning several high-value accessories, which can be burdensome. Also, for those who already have high-value accessories with accuracy, it could lead to the fear in having to start farming all over again. We aim to minimize these issues and inconveniences due to this change. We approach these potential problems from a fresh perspective. First of all, Karazad accessories have a special feature, an exclusive crystal slot that unlocks only when equipped. In the crystal slot, you can transfuse add-on crystals to give your Karazad accessory a special stat. The add-on crystals can be obtained by melting accessories with special stats. For example, melting a Dawn earring or Taurus belt provides materials to craft the add-on crystal that gives accuracy. When you transfuse the crystal, the Karazad accessory will turn into an accessory with special stats, with decreased displayed AP but increased accuracy. Accuracy is just an example. We are also preparing add-on crystals with stats including Black Spirit's Rage, damage reduction, evasion, and more.
So gear identity is saved? Are we saved? Is gear identity saved now? Is evasion coming back? Is DR coming back? Okay, I remain optimistic right now. This little thing is sounding pretty decent, but it's sounding like it. Yeah, isn't it just, you can describe this whole commentary as kind of. Okay, I'm listening. I remain optimistic, but boy oh boy, there's so many things I can do all this shit with, because even though I'm just gonna be grinding the whole fucking time, I'm just gonna go all AP, I guess. I can't believe I'm only halfway through this.
Combined in various ways and will change the stats of Karazad accessories, allowing you to set them in different ways based on your playstyle or class. And these add-on crystals are being prepared to be obtained in various methods, and not just from melting accessories. For example, accuracy pen accessories like Dawn Earring and Taurus Belt can be melted to get the highest grade accuracy add-on crystal. What this means is that you can also loot them from monster zones or from special crafting, and having only the highest grade can be burdensome, so we're preparing.
And alongside with these new accessories, you can look forward to being able to do this style of content to be able to go obtain these extra traits that you could work on. Alongside these new things that you can work on, you can go do these types of things. This is all obtainable through a special currency earned in Node War. All earned through a special currency obtained in Arena of Solaire. All earned through a special currency earned in Guild League. All earned through a special currency earned in Altar of Blood. Why give us reasons to play these things? Why give us proper compensation to do these things? Why give us reasons to go to RBF? Nope, you could just go back to the same hamster wheel and just cross your fingers.
Lower grade versions of the add-on crystals to be used until then. For those who mainly enjoy PvE, the add-on crystals aren't a must.
Can we get someone that plays the game in your office, please? Can we get someone that plays your game in the office, please? This is a joke.
When enjoying PvP content, there was a burden with creating setups.
No, there was a burden with enjoying PvP content, actually, with what you've been doing, but please tell me, oh wise one who plays their game.
These lower grade crystals can lessen the burden a bit. And please note, these add-on crystals do not shatter. Once this patch is applied, some existing yellow accessories might become rarer. This might mean having to go to low difficulty monster zones again. To prevent this, we'll ensure these enhanced yellow accessories can be obtained in high difficulty monster zones. We'll implement this in
Yay, monster zones. Yay.
various ways to lessen the burden. Additionally, stacks required for enhancement, especially more high stacks, will likely be needed. Currently, materials for upgrades available in the central market, like Crystallized Despair, will be changed to be transformable to high stacks. Once everything is prepared, we'll provide detailed guidance with the patch. To summarize with intent included, let's go over it one last time.
Let's not, actually, but you're going to.
Charizard is a new purple grade accessory with the same enhancement system as the Sovereign weapons. It cannot be registered on the central market, but we've lowered the enhancement difficulty to ease the burden for those who plan to craft it. However, to maintain as much of the value of Deboreka's accessories as possible, Pen Deboreka accessories can be converted to a better Charizard accessory. Lastly, by converting the existing yellow specialized accessories into a new type of crystal, Charizard accessories were designed to enable a variety of setups. Alright, I've shared everything up to here. I'm curious to hear what our adventurers think. Some of you...
No, you're not. Let's see what the adventurers think. Let's go down in the comment section. Constant feedback state PV. All you prepared was a 3-minute segment. Yep, there you go. So you guys haven't listened to any feedback at all. Sorry for making sovereign weapons and cron grind. My blood pressure went up listening to this. All I heard was buy more crons. Who in the right mind saying enhancing sovereign was easy to deck? Please add more reliable cron sources. Hey P8, know a cheap and easy way to get players to stay in your game and want to buy more crons? Make PvP a complete alternate way to grinding. Wow, crazy. Cron Desert Online. About monster zones and morning light, I think more about the fact that if there's no reason to be in an area after everything is done without one, which lowers quite a bit the value of having one in the manor in the area, as there's also no reason to stay. Seeing the accessory post on Reddit, and of course the excitement is ruined because they can't seem to figure out no one wants to do the cron grind anymore. Cron Desert Online, I don't know, man. No more grind. Nah, more grinding. Nope, done. You cooked too much and burnt it a little, bro. And I don't like. Can we see the dislike ratio? Let's see. Hold on. Let me get the dislike extension on. Return YouTube dislike. Add to Chrome. Oh, let's see how many dislikes are on this one. Look at that. Look at the divide. Yep, majority of players are super happy about this one. Well done, guys. Well done. Your comment section is littered with disappointment, and the like-dislike ratio is telling of what these statements are. Never mind that we've literally been saying these things since the get-go, and God forbid you listen to people that actually want what's best for your product because you can't handle harsh criticism. It's all good though. You know what you're doing.
To a better Charizard accessory. Lastly, by converting the existing yellow specialized accessories into a new type of crystal, Charizard accessories were designed to enable a variety of setups. Alright, I've shared everything up to here. I'm curious to hear what our adventurers think. Some of you might be taken aback by this sudden news. Adding new equipment or tweaking the existing balance is a big burden for us. But even so, at this point...
A big burden for you? What did you just say? It's a big burden for you? A big burden for you? Putting more gear in the game that encourages people to spend more, even more money on your game? A burden for you? Having to put out half-assed, half-baked ideas and content for us with nothing to do is a burden for you? Do you realize the burden that you have put on us, your players and most trusted player base who have been here, ride or die for your product, giving you not tens, not hundreds, but thousands of dollars of our money, as well as tens of thousands of hours of our time, and it's a burden for you? Do you realize the burden that you have created for us, destroying a game that we loved?
We believe the difficulty of double record accessories needs some easing. We're aiming to release the new accessories and special crystals introduced today in the last week of October.
You're right, it is just a game. Don't take it too seriously. But do you understand that some of us, this is also our livelihood? Do you understand that for some of us, we're very passionate about this game? Do you understand that some players are top tier, ranked, and have their stripes earned and proven and shown, including in previous games? And they are giving advice out of the context of wanting what's best for the players, the future players of this game, so you can enjoy it even more. You want passionate players and people like that in your game, wanting to give it the love that it deserves. You want that. I'm telling you right now, if you're in a kitchen and the kitchen smells like shit, you think you're gonna eat it when they serve it to you?
We'll make sure everything's ready
But you know what, man? You're right. Have fun eating your fucking hot steaming pile of shit.
for the update. That's all the news for now, but there's one last thing I'd like to mention. Remember, I mentioned earlier that the materials for crafting the Charizard accessory could be found—
No, you hop other games? What do you think we've done? BDO's not a main game for a lot of people right now. It's a side game now. What do you think we've done? We don't want to quit this game that we love. We want these devs to make improvements on this game and product that we love. God forbid that we come out of a place of passion, and I'm sorry that you are passionless for things in your life. Otherwise, you would understand where we're coming from.
in certain monster zones. Well, we're preparing new monster zones in the Land of the Morning Light.
Oh, sick.
Morning
More
Light
grind
was developed
spots.
as a region
Hell
of those
yeah.
side stories.
Finally, this is actually good because we can finally use this untapped land that you've literally put nothing in. So great.
Offer an experience unique from the main continent of Black Desert.
Wow.
There's already plenty of PvE on the main continent, so we questioned whether we needed to offer the same experience in the Morning Light. This thought was a major reason behind creating the Black Shrine with a boss battle focus. After the release of the Morning Light, many of you have enjoyed the Black Shrine.
I don't want to listen to this anymore. I don't. I'm going to finish this video. I don't care anymore. I literally do not care about anything they have to talk about. More grinding spots. Yippee. You guys have no clue what your player base wants anymore. And we've been screaming it from the rooftops for you.
But there was still some disappointment over the absence of a new monster zone. Monster zones need more than just item drops. They need memorable monsters and settings. The Land of the Morning Light has many beautiful places, so we think that's why there are more opinions like this. We agree with this point as well. So we've decided to add more content for you to explore in the Morning Light. With the release of the Charizard accessories, Dokkaebi Forest and Honglim Base will be introduced first, followed by Golden Pig Cave and Gowon Plateau as new monster zones.
You're giving us one grind spot and then another one later? Is that what I just heard? Did I just hear that? One new grind spot and then another one later? We're saved. We're saved, guys. I'm sorry. You know what? You apologize to me. I'm going to apologize to you. I'm so sorry that you guys are absolutely dog shit at developing content that we actually enjoy. I'm so sorry that once we enjoyed this game and now we don't. I'm so sorry that everyone's been on your ass to do better and you don't like hearing it. So rather than listening to us, you send out requests for people to start acting positively. I'm so sorry. You know what? I'm also sorry for... I'm so sorry that I don't want to be a BDO partner anymore. Please respectfully remove me from BDO partner program. This dev talk has me more cooked than I need to be, and I'm tremendously disappointed with the content that has been hitting this title. You GMs and CMs have been an incredible pulse for this game and its creators. I am beyond truly grateful for the experience that you give to us. You have given us a voice, a place to feel heard, and I respect all of you to the fullest extent. I likely will return after a cooldown, but for now, I'd like to respectfully part ways and hope to come back and earn my place once more in the near future. I will be here if you ever need me, and my warmest thoughts and love to the entire team that has made this Discord feel incredibly special. Nothing but a huge warm hug from me, but I cannot simply be a part of this for now. Until we meet again. Sent. I don't want to watch this anymore. This is crazy. I'm gonna finish it, but I don't want to watch this anymore.
Once it reaches its limit, it explodes, showering rewards for you to collect. It's like cracking open a piggy bank. We're developing similar field mechanics that add fun without disrupting the combat experience. There's a greater desire for new content. We understand the disappointment adventurers feel, and to address these shortcomings, we'll all work hard on the upcoming updates. Until
No, you won't. I don't believe you anymore. I really don't. I don't believe you guys, sadly. I want to. I really want to. I don't believe you anymore.
Now, growth goals have been sidelined in favor of expanding content. Along with the item updates introduced today, we're gearing up for content that'll inspire new goals.
No, it won't. But I hope so. I really hope so. I really do. I want what's best for this game, and I don't want to feel like I am screaming in an echo chamber. I don't want to feel like a hollow creator in this directory. And I'm gonna keep making my content, BDO partner or not. But Lord, tell me, I can't get behind you guys anymore. Honestly, I'm here to do my thing, and I'm gonna keep doing my thing.
We haven't been able to talk about this today, but we are working on content like Hardcore Server that adventurers are waiting for. We appreciate your patience. This is it for items and monster zones. Now, let's take a look at Dosa's Awakening.
Dosa's Awakening. We're saved. All right, you want to go watch Dosa Awakening? Here you go. Here it is. Ooh, shiny. Ooh. Oh, there's another person here. Is he going to talk about the lore? Oh, look at that. Cool. Wow, game's saved. I'm done. Dislike. This is shit. Absolute shit.